What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2 and another Ancient Power reset build. I just busted into Ancient Power 59, I believe. Yeah, Ancient Power 59. Still need to put that point in. And doing a quick reset this time, so going with kind of the flavor of the month builds for me personally. I am going to use some Skyguard Towers with this particular throwaway relic, controller servo, and defense range servo with a rate, range, and destruction. I'm going to use some flame auras, go boom boom power servo with rate, range, destruction, and lightning strike auras with anti-melee, anti-chaos, destruction, defense rate, and vampiric empowerment. Now I probably am going to use one or two weapon mans just for the crowd control and drench, and just got that at campaign level, so it's not going to be doing any real damage. However, I do have defense rate, deadly strikes, and unupgraded vicious strikes, as I just don't want to spend any gold this particular reset. Of course, I could get more value out of using that vicious, but I'm just not going to do it. And then I'm going to go with some ballistas with piercer servo and crit damage servo, destruction, defense rate, and splody, and we will probably even throw in a poison dart tower or two, piercer servo and anti-chaos with vamp, defense rate, and destruction. Let's go ahead and start things off with some anti-air over here. And what do we have? We have EMP Kamikaze Dargans with a detonator. So this shouldn't be too bad. I think with the amount of DU we have on this map, I'm just going to throw down two Skyguards and forget about it. So that lane should be taken care of. Now taking a look over here, we do have Mob Gallery. Now Mob Gallery, of course, can change and will change every single wave. So I do want to load this side of the map up, as I just don't want to run over here. As always, you have to make sure that your flame auras or any damaging defense you use is outranging your weapon manufacturers. If not, then you just have a whole lot of stun going on and not a whole lot of damage. So making sure that flame aura and lightning strike aura are both outranging the weapon mans, and just in case, I'm going to poon it up in the back with some ballistas. Going to go ahead and throw two of them right there. Lots of DU on this map, so there's no reason to take any chances whatsoever. Just load them up. See, moving on down to this flyer lane, we have long shot and armored, and that's going to work in perfectly with Skyguard Towers. So I'm going to do the same thing. Two Skyguards and forget about it. The flyers are going to take increased damage from magic damage, which Skyguards are magic damage, so it is a win. Alright, now down here we've got EMP Stabbies, and we've got Omega Squad Beta, so we've got some Cyborgs and Shieldies, some Hex Throwers, and they are headstrong. Now I am going to throw one Skyguard Tower in the back as kind of a just in case. However, my main air defense and a large chunk of the lane defense is going to be Flame Auras, just parked right up top here. Now, the Cyborgs can hit these Flame Auras if they really wanna. I'm just hoping they don't really wanna. You know what, let's throw in a couple of Lightning Strike Auras as well, just because why not? And to completely close the deal down here, I'm gonna go with two Ballistas. Those, of course, will help with the Flyers and the main lane. You know what, let's just go ahead. Or you know what, instead of going three, I'm gonna get double protection. As everybody knows, any skeletons that get spawned in this lane are going to run to this objective, so you always have to have something back here. Even though nothing is supposed to take these stairs, they will anyway. So what we can do there is go with a ballista a little bit further back and have it angled so it's going to cover both lanes. It will hit anything that comes down here, plus it's going to be focused on the main lane as well. Now, moving right along up here, we've got Skyguard Throwers. So we've got Cyborgs, we got lots of Shieldies. We also have Kursakazi, and although there's only one Kobold in the first wave, of course, there could be lots more. So just to play it safe on this one, I'm going to just overkill it with massive, massive amounts of harpoons. So let's get three ballistas down there. Let's throw a fourth up here. And you know what, just for giggles, let's even get a little last resort in the mix and go with another one right there. That should just absolutely slay it. Now, taking a look at this lane, anytime you have Hex Throwers on this lane, you definitely want to put up a Reflect Beam right here. However, there is no Hex Throwers, so we are good to go for the time being for that lane. Let's come and take a look at this one. We've got Omega Squad Delta with Cyborgs, a bunch of Shieldies, Bullet Sponge, and Wall Leech. So I do want to make sure I'm putting something in to take off that Bullet Sponge. I think what I'm going to do is throw some Flamars and Weapon Mans up here. Now there's a high probability they're going to get stunned up. I'm not even sweating it because the bulk of the damage is going to be coming from the back here with some ballistas just completely wrecking it up. Let's go ahead and go 3 of them there, and that should just annihilate that lane. Now all we have left is the mid. So we've got Controlled Burn, as you see on the left lane here. We've got Spellbreaker and Proximity, so I'm going to want to put some stuff up close. I'm going to want to use some physical damage, and I need to make sure I've got Drenched, Oiled, Frozen, Poisoned, Chilled, or Stunned for the Controlled Burn lane. So first things first, let's get our Controlled Burn handled. I'm going to go ahead and go with a full 3-node Weapon Man. Let's see, what else? To top it off, I'm going to throw some Poison in as well. So let's go with a Poison Dart Tower like here, a Poison Dart Tower here, and I'm even going to throw in a Last Resort Poison Dart Tower and put something back here to cover anything that makes it out and past, just to make sure that they are indeed poisoned. We've got 180 DU left, so why don't we go pretty sweet and simple. We'll go 2 Flame Auras, and then with our remaining 120, let's just go right in the face with 2 ballistas just to jack them up. Now, when you look at it, this lane is a heavier lane. It's a double lane, and it's right here by the cores. However, I went a little lighter in this lane comparatively because I do plan on fighting right here. So I do want to give myself some ups, though. And one thing's for sure, I definitely want to ignore the flyers. So let's get a couple of ups on that lane. And then just to close the deal, we'll get 2 upgrades right there as well. So let's go ahead and get Wave 1 started and see how it goes. Ideally, all I have to do is stay here and fight in this lane. And of course, I've got Grave Infection and Frostfire Remnant stacked up on my weapon, so this should add just a ton to this lane. And of course, any Lady Orcs or anything that makes it out is going to get drenched up, it's going to get poisoned, and it's going to get shot in the face with some big old poons. So we should be in pretty darn good shape here. The main thing I'm going to do throughout the course of the map is just sit here and spray into this lane and keep an eye on the mini-map, as anything at all that makes it past, of course, could be unhappy times. Now, I do expect this one to be a really easy run. It is just floor 53 of the Buried Bastille, so this is a relatively easy map. I just did the reset, so I'm back at the beginning of that floor 51 to floor 80 run. So this one should go pretty easy, and if it's too mindlessly boring, I will just skip right ahead until we get to the last waves, where there's going to be a little bit more excitement. And there we go. Wave 1 was pretty darn uneventful. Let's make sure this lane is going to wreck it. So I want to get upgrades in and all of this. Same philosophy here. I don't want to have any issues with flyers. Going to upgrade all the flyer defense. Let's get these ballistas upgraded. And you know what? For good measure, let's throw an up on this entire row as well here. Grab the loose mana that's sitting. And it should be good game. I'll just dump 100 into one of these guys. And call it good. Get wave 2 started here. So once again, rinse and repeat. I'm just going to stand here and spray into this lane. As you see, the Frosties are getting a little bit of freezy action on my auras, but nothing too terrible. I am sure I will indeed live. But let's just wreck up this lane, and then just once again keep an eye on the minimap and make sure that nothing is going sour in any of the other lanes. Now, so far so good. All of the flyer dots are disappearing, so it appears that this is going to be a really easy run. So why don't we go ahead and jump forward to the start of Wave 5. And working into Wave 5 here, had a pretty uneventful run, as expected. I'm going to just dump the last of my mana into this top lane right here, so I can completely ignore it. which I have been, and I see I've got what? I've got a shieldy here. I'm going to have a geode there, and besides that, a whole bunch of lady orcs. So I could give this lane a little bit more attention, considering there are 20 berserkers coming, and berserkers, of course, can be just a huge pain in the butt. So the best thing I have against them right now in this lane is the lightning strike auras. So let's just go ahead and let the lightning strikes do their thing, and we will come back over and keep an eye on the main lane here. Don't anticipate there's really going to be any problems. You know, of course, I just reset. This is kind of an easy meta build for the most part, and this type of setup makes for very quick and easy ancient power resets. No need to farm gear, no need to do anything that's not in your required floor. So whatever your required start floor is, start off there and just go through to your target floor with whatever gear you can find on the way. The main thing, of course, is having shards. If you've got gilded shards, ancient power resets are just super easy and very inexpensive. No money will be spent at all. Alright, so we got the shieldy down, we got the super geode on the way, Mr. Prime is out of there, and it's kind of looking like it's a good game here. Not over yet, of course, but it is indeed looking good. Got a whole bunch of flyers rolling in. Here come the last assassins. They are done for. And it appears that those flyers down there are done for as well. There we go. So that was floor number 53, Buried Bastille, after a fresh ancient power reset. Excited to get these knocked out. I want to get to 70 as quick as I can. Hopefully not more than a couple more weeks. And I definitely would like to get this over with and start focusing on fine-tuning some builds and some gear once again. So that will do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. Now don't forget it is Friday, so today's DD2 live stream will be over on Twitch starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure to swing on by and say hello. The link is down in the description. So thank you all once again, and I will see you soon. Take it easy.